what is the best online software that you can use that's compatible with websites. So you got the website, like forward facing websites that like people go on to and sign up or whatever. But on the back end, that's where the software aspect comes in. And so with my 11 questions and all the things that I'm looking for, like security, scheduling, classes, taxes, all the recording when it comes to all that, Zen Planner apparently is the best option right now. And it is the cheapest, and it's also the most user friendly when it comes to setting up. And so that is essentially what I'm going to be using. And the AI was saying that it's used by the CrossFit, Garage, and Internal Fitness. And so I figured that would be a good spot. Number two is exercise.com. And that one's supposed to be relatively pretty good, but the only thing that I don't really care for is that it's not giving you their price points and that you have to submit a packet essentially about your business and everything. And then based off of that, they'll give you a price point over how much it would cost to use their software. Where the other systems like Zen Planner just gives you the price points. So like it already hits you with like it'll cost you this much a month to be able to use it. Whereas exercise.com is like, give us what you want and then we'll try to see how much we can get out of it. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting out of it. And the only way that the AI system is able to find out how much it costs is looking at other sites where people have publicly disclosed what they are paying out for exercise.com. So it's kind of where I'm at right now, unless it's like if I'm not getting the whole picture. But as it stands right now, Zen Planner is probably what I'm going to use. So using Zen Planner, and then when it comes to the actual website development itself, I know you see like thousands of videos with like Wix.com or whatever, or Shopify or whatnot, but when I was looking at it, the AI system was essentially saying that I should be using, where are we? I should be using Squarespace essentially. And that my idea for the website, after kind of doing some research, is that you just go on, make a website, or make a website. You go on, sign in, create an account, and then from there, it's just like 2 clicks and you're like scheduled to go to the class. And it's that easy. That's kind of what I'm going for. And essentially, Zen Planner and Squarespace are easily able to integrate with one another. And essentially just build the site on Squarespace. Then you get all the code from Zen Planner and you throw it in the website. And then the two essentially connect and then you're good to go. So that is why I'm probably going to do Squarespace. We're going to do a couple more videos and see, or we'll watch a couple videos and see what people say about the both or about both of them. But essentially, like the core power model is like you make an account and then it saves your account. So anytime you go on to a site or on their site specifically, it automatically signs you in. So all you have to do is just go and look at the schedule. And then from there, you're able to click the date and time of what class you want to do. And it's real easy and it's pretty straightforward. And that's kind of like what I want to do is just you have an account, click on it, one click, see the schedule, click scheduled, you're in, and you're good to go. That's kind of like the plan. And so far, Squarespace and Zen Planner is the combo that I'm going to do. And it's relatively cheap. And the cool thing about it is that the Gronk AI was able to like essentially give you a step-by-step plan on how to go about blending the two together. And let's see if I can go up and find why Squarespace is why it thinks it's better. And I kind of agree with what it's saying. And so, 300 bucks a year max plus the whatever it was for Zen Planner will be how much it would cost a month. And I would have to go back to see what those numbers are, but it's definitely cheaper than the other options that are available. Yeah, and it's kind of saying too, like, some of the downfalls of the other systems that you can use. But as it looks right now, yeah, Squarespace plus Zen Planner seems like the way to move forward. And then developing and designing the website itself is going to be pretty easy. And that's later down the line once we're actually really getting closer to actually opening up the gym itself. But as it stands now, we're trying to do all the research and understanding so that when it comes down or getting closer to the time of actually opening it, it will be just a plug and play and just automatically like get going and off to the races and not trying to like crawl our way to it. So when you look at it, it's like it gives you like a step-by-step guide on like how long it takes and kind of like blending the two together. So yeah, it's saying that it should be about 1,500 bucks a month using both Squarespace and Zen Planners, like entry-level beginner products. So, and then let's check out a couple of videos about Zen Planner to see what people say. But my understanding is that it's probably the best option so far for getting this whole thing started. And I'm sure eventually later down the line, once like up and running and kind of moving pretty quickly, we might pivot and transition to something a little more complex. But as it stands now, I made the Zen Planner because it's relatively basic and straightforward. Let's see what people have to say about it. I'm gonna say
I'm Todd. I'm a gym owner. I give Zen Planner.
Watching me, I say all that, and then all the videos that we watch is like Zen Planner's fucking trash.
4 out of 5 stars. For more reviews like this, click below. Prior to using Zen Planner, we tried a kind of a hodgepodge of Excel spreadsheet, Venmo, and a lot of manual processes, and it was very tedious, and it wasn't good for us, and it wasn't good for our members. We chose Zen Planner because it allowed us to build our members, allow them to build themselves in, use discount codes, keep track of attendance.
Yeah, the thing too is like, gotta speed it up. Speed it up.
Different classes attendance, which scheduling was going to work best for our members and for our coaches, and it allowed us to do all of that while tying in a payment option as well. Zen Planner's help team is really helpful in getting everything set up and walking us through how to onboard our members, and then even gave us some tools and resources for our members to use to understand how to build themselves and how to get started. So if you're in the market for gym management software, I think some of the things that Zen Planner really brought to the table were integration with other platforms like SugarWOD for our members. They tie in really well together. Class scheduling is really easy. It allows your members to sign up and know that they have a spot, and you can set classes and they don't all have to be the same.
Setting of the classes. All right.
Same size. So if you're going to have multiple coaches and you have a facility that houses larger classes, you can set that based on your coaching schedule. And I think the other really important thing is to know that you can tie in the fiscal piece, the payment, and even class notifications and emailing or texting with your members through the system.
Nice. That's kind of like what my understanding is. Okay, let's see what this is.
Introducing the all-new Zen Planner mobile app. Phase 1 launches fall 2025, giving your staff the tools they need, wherever they are. Celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, and milestones. Apply discounts and promotions right in the app. Boost retention and fill programs fast. A modern, intuitive design your staff and members can use without questions. Track staff hours instantly for payroll and accountability. Sort your schedule by staff member, so coverage is always clear. And this is just the beginning. Launching in 2026. The all-new Zen Planner mobile app with enhanced member-focused features, including revamped design, easy check-ins, calendar integration, and progress tracking.
I would say so far it sounds like Zen Planner. Oh, double, double nose.
Like this click below. Okay, I was using a program called Studio Organizer, which is an offline option. I had wanted to switch over to using something that was going to integrate with our emailing lists, our billing, and just make everything work better. Okay, I initially chose Zen Planner because on paper everything looked like it was going to be a good fit. They were offering the automations, they were offering were all going to be there, the reports were there. It looked like it was very easy. They were very helpful in the beginning on setting up and importing the data over. Training was a little bit lackluster as far as using some of the different features of it, and the documentation was not quite all there. It took over a year before they told me that instead of going through email support for everything, that they did actually have a phone number we could call in. None of that was communicated in, so there was a very large learning curve and hurdle to get over. Like they were really good. However, once I got into using the software, there was very little support. There was lots of bugs. We had a bug that persisted for more than 6 months that they wouldn't even acknowledge. When I went to switch over to
I can agree with NXG. Like, what is the specifics? I don't know. Let's keep going. 6 years ago.
Ever seen a creator say, comment this word and I'll send you a link? So then you send it and boom, you.
In this video, we're going to talk about how you can create targeted outreach campaigns to effectively promote your offerings and engage your prospects. Did you know that companies that nurture leads generate 50% more sales while spending 33% less money? So this is true for gyms. So to create effective nurture campaigns, you must establish a really consistent process that enables your business to scale. This really starts with a quick outreach to leads. Customers are more likely to choose a business that responds quickly. So while it features a variety of pre-built campaigns, we recommend starting with the following two. First, FitPro. FitPro is a campaign package that's designed to convert leads, including your lead campaigns, pricing requests, drop-in campaigns, and various strategy. And let's take a look at what that looks like. So when I want to add FitPro, I just click Add to your account. And then let's go ahead and show you the social planner. So first thing you're going to do is connect your social accounts. I won't show you that here in the video, but it's super easy to do. If you haven't done that yet, it'll pop up here on the screen. So once your social accounts are set up, creating new posts across social media is super easy. All you have to do is click this blue button. And now you have a lot of options. You can create a post directly. You can upload from a CSV.
How about Zen Planner review? Yeah, one thing I've figured out is that when you use the AI systems, it's like a really good cheat code on being able to search up things that you really are trying to find information on instead of going to like 50 different websites trying to figure out what you need, like what kind of information you need to have a better understanding of what you're trying to look for. The AI systems is like a high-tech Google search where it's able to find exactly what you're looking for, and it gives you the links on where it's pulling that information. So it does save you quite a bit of time, actually. Or if you look at my first video, it was like 2 hours long. That wasn't even me recording all of it. That was just like part of it. And then I was like, maybe I should try using the AI a little bit more. And then it kind of cut down the time on how much research you would have to do to get a better understanding. So I use the AI to get a better idea of what's the best website, software, and then like the back end, like I guess you can say infrastructure with the Zen Planner and all that stuff. So normally it would have taken me a lot longer to be able to get to that endpoint or that end result on the website and the software aspect. So now we're just kind of like fine tuning and making sure we're double checking what the AI said was accurate. But it does help you get on the right path quicker. So that's kind of like one little quick thing.
Hi everyone, Mike Weiss with Zen. So we're going to help you and show you how to design a website that clearly communicates your offer, allows prospects to book with you and book free trials, and makes it really, really easy for them to get a hold of you. First of all, 90% of people make an internet search before making a purchase, and that's no different for gyms. Having a website builds credibility. So to build trust and credibility.
All right, I'm kind of sold on it. Unless like exercise.com gives me a hell of a deal, then maybe we'll see. But as it stands right now, I would say that Zen Planner is in the lead. Now let's go to Squarespace review.
In this video, I'm going to explain what you need to know before you pay for a Squarespace plan. So let's get into it.
Here we are on Squarespace's pricing page. All plans are in US dollars, and these are the Squarespace plans. And you can pay annually or monthly. Squarespace includes a handy toggle to see the prices of both. And as you can see, you get a discount for the annual plan.
Now, right off the bat, I appreciate that Squarespace includes this toggle because many website builders don't.
For example, here's Wix. On their website, they advertise a per month cost, but they don't tell you if that's annual or monthly. Instead, in the fine print, they say the final price can be seen on the purchase page. So you don't know the price until you're ready to upgrade. It's a bit misleading. So let's explain the differences between these plans. First of all, Squarespace includes beautiful templates and powerful tools in every plan.
That basically means every plan includes features like all templates, drag and drop editor, e-commerce, blogging, memberships, photo galleries, videos. Basically, most major features are available on every plan.
So why upgrade from basic to core?
The main reason is it does unlock some features. Here's the list. These are a mix of advanced features, analytics, and integration.
Probably would have to do the upgraded code to get the Zen Planner software into the website.
Of these features, the one that has consistently forced me to upgrade in the past is the custom code. It basically lets you embed custom HTML and add your own CSS styles.
Besides these features, upgrading to core will also see a decrease in your transaction fees, including removing a 2% transaction fee for your online store. And so basic is good if you're just starting out with an online store or selling memberships. But if you start selling a lot of stuff, it'll be worth it to upgrade to core just to even remove this transaction fee. So why upgrade to plus or advanced? Well, it's not to unlock additional features. Core, Plus, and Advanced all have the same features. And while you do get an increase in video storage, you can get all the way up to unlimited video storage, upgrading to these plans is actually mostly about lower transaction fees. Notice how the credit card transaction fees lower as you upgrade? Same thing with the digital content and memberships transaction fee. And so the reason to upgrade to Plus or Advanced is mostly to unlock lower transaction fees.
And I actually think this makes a lot of sense.
With Squarespace, you start on a lower cost plan to start. If sales pick up, you can upgrade your plan to lower your transaction fees and keep more of your revenue.
So in theory, as your business succeeds, you'll ascend upwards to a higher plan. Okay, I should note, Squarespace does have additional products like scheduling and email marketing. These have their own pricing plans and will cost extra. So what about discounts? Well, I do have a discount code for you. You can find a link to Squarespace in the video description. It is an affiliate link, but if you click that and add the discount code SBR10 at checkout, you will get 10% off your first year. Not bad, right?
Squarespace also offers student discounts. They give you 50% off the first year. You just need to verify your student status with their partner, Student Beans.
Let's talk about domain names and email addresses.
If you are on an annual plan, you get a domain name free for 1 year. If you are on the monthly plans, you do not get this. A .com domain name on Squarespace costs $20. Though you might notice the $20 is crossed out and it says it's $14. Well, that's just an introductory price for the first year. After the first year, it's $20 per year.
That's what most website builders charge.
Wix, for example, also charges $20 per year.
If you buy a domain name from a domain name registrar, such as Namecheap,
you can get a .com domain name for $15. So you'd save about $5 a year.
I'm not convinced that it's worth it for most people.
With Namecheap, you'd need to set up DNS records. It's not impossible. I've done it many times.
But it might just be a bit advanced for most people. So it's really a question of how important that $5 a year is to you. And just so you know, domains registered with Squarespace are yours. You can transfer them to another provider anytime. No website builder can lock you out of your domain name. It's against ICANN rules. Squarespace also offers a Google Workspaces integration. This gives you Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Drive, but hosted on your domain name. It's kind of awesome. I use it all the time. It starts at $8.40 per customer, though you can get 1 year free on some annual plans. Now, one day you may need to cancel Squarespace.
And you might be wondering if it's easy to do. Well, watch, we'll do it now. It's pretty simple.
I appreciate companies that don't make it hard to cancel. Again, you can find a link to Squarespace in the video description. It is an affiliate link, but if you click that and add the discount code SBR10 at checkout, you will get 10% off your first year. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments if I missed anything.
And that has sealed the deal for Squarespace. So that's kind of what I'm going for. So Squarespace, it seems like it's locked in for sure. And then the only aspect is the software side on like scheduling and management and all that stuff. But it seems like Zen Planner might be the best bet. Essentially, quick recap, we got the loan aspect of like what kind of business loan that I would need. It would be the classic SBA 7A business loan, and all that stuff is all situated. And I kind of have an idea over like the price range depending on how things go. And then that's kind of all squared away. Now we have the online aspect of the system and website on what needs to be in place before we actually start opening and everything. And then the next one is going to be security system on how do we make sure that all the stuff and memberships and everyone's safe and no one like steals anything. That is going to be the next topic, is like, what is the best security system for somebody? And then if there's any other aspects that I'm missing or questions, just let me know and I'll see if I can find answers or kind of do a little bit more extra digging to see if the Squarespace and Zen Planner are actually the best option to do. But as it stands right now, those are leading. And then once we get closer to actually open up this place and kind of really get it going, it might change later on. But as it stands now, that is it. And we'll look at the security one next time. See ya.